All right, everyone, back out at the range. Well, not back out at the range, it's the same day. Got the FN Reflex again. The more I shoot this gun, the more I'm really liking it. But I promised in the comparison video that I would put some 124 through this bad boy and I would put some 147 through it just to see how it handles that recoil. So right now I have the 124 loaded up. This is a plus P round. Also have my Winchester 147 grain loaded up in here, 15 rounds of both of these. And the 147 is not plus P, just a heavier projectile. So either way, gonna shoot both of those, see how it handles that recoil. Before I do that, want to make sure to invite you to know Jesus Christ as your Savior, to know that you're going to heaven when you die. If you don't know, completely and totally feel free to ask me, and I'd be more than happy to help you with that. Consider supporting me over on Patreon. $5 a month, cancel anytime. gsquaredtactical.com. Hit on the 3 lines in the corner of the screen, pop down, hit support channel, donate as much as you would like directly through there. Really would help go towards buying this ammunition to do these reviews for you guys, and of course having to buy these guns as well. And also super thanks, I get that money as well. I get the biggest majority of that through YouTube as well. So now that we got that over, going to start with the 124 grain plus P, see how it handles that round. Again, not necessarily shooting for accuracy or anything like that, just wanting to see how it handles the recoil of a defensive round. With the comparison video so far, I've got 250 through this, event free. Had the one situation where I didn't let the trigger fully reset before I pulled it, thinking there was an issue, but there was not. So we'll see how she handles the 124 and the 147. I assume that it's plus P rated. I honestly don't know. So pray for me is all I know to say. So that's one thing that I was talking about in the comparison video, where the trigger guard is not as big on the Reflex as it is on those. So every time I go to remove my finger, I get caught on the front of the trigger guard. That is one of the drawbacks for me that I don't like. I wish there was a little more room in that trigger guard. It's not a deal breaker, but honestly, I expected it to hit way harder. I had a death grip on that gun, thinking that it would hit way harder than it did. Definitely hit harder than the 115, no question about that, but not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be, and definitely was not difficult to stay on target either. So this will be, with these, will be 30 rounds, so that'll be 280. I'm gonna try to get it out to 400 rounds. I'm gonna try to turn this way. Maybe you can see the recoil a little bit better, and shoot at this other target, 147 grain, not plus P. Definitely had a little hit to it. You could feel it, did not malfunction, locked back on the mag, no issues with that whatsoever. And I'm just continually shocked, even at shooting at that higher rate of speed, only had 2 that kind of pulled out of the center. The rest of them hit dead center. I mean, it just wasted the dead center of that target. Really liking this gun. Like I said, I'm at 280 now. I'm gonna get it out to 400 today. I'm gonna do like I normally do and just let you guys see that shooting all 115 grain from here on out, get it out to 400. If we have any issues, stop the camera and we'll talk a little bit about it. Not sure if you could tell on that one that I had some of that 124 plus P in that as well. Just running it because that's what I would run in it, and I don't know if I'm going to be revisiting this or not. So wanted to run it a little bit because if I carry the gun, that's how I will carry it. Either way, there you go, 400 rounds, FN Reflex without incident, no problems. Really, just to be honest, I'm probably going to carry this gun. Not saying that I'm going to take my X Macro out of the rotation. I'm not sure if that'll ever happen. But just because of walking around the house this morning, went over to Academy Sports, picked up some ammunition. By the way, all the 115 that I ran today and the testing between the three guns was all Monarch 115. Never had any problems out of it. Academy has a great price on the stuff. So if you ever questioned it, don't. It's good stuff. Never had a minute's problem. Anyway, I'm sure there's somebody that has though. But anyway, I carried it around. I carried both of them because I want to give a real feel, get a real feel for what they feel like carrying both of them, because I already carry the TAC Ops a lot. So either way, this one definitely was more comfortable. Definitely could forget that I was carrying this. It was just, I mean, I know a couple of 2 ounces or whatever doesn't seem like that much, but it makes a huge, huge difference. And just the way that I'm holding those tight groups, even back at 30 yards when I was taking some 30-yard shots, is just phenomenal. So can I be effective with it? Can you be effective with it? No doubt about it. The only drawback is, again, it is an internally hammer-fired gun, so the trigger reset is long. There were or have been a couple of times when my dad was here, especially with him being a newbie to this, that he just didn't let that trigger finger far enough back out for it to reset. So the reset is long, but again, nowhere near as bad of a trigger as the original FN Reflex, not even close actually. So it's a doggone Atlas trigger compared to the original one's what I'm trying to say. So been a total blast to shoot this gun. If you guys want to see more from it, again, it's tough to keep putting this many rounds through a single pistol with all of the new stuff coming out and needing to review those as well. But if you want to revisit, I may could pull that off, just maybe not in the next couple of days or anything like that. But it's been great. Definitely will be part of the rotation. I bought this thinking that it would be a review gun, immediately would be for sale. Definitely not for sale. Definitely could see myself carrying this gun, even with the 18-round mag, which I do not carry an extended mag in the X Macro. When I carry it with the flush fit mag. So I think I could actually, this morning I was carrying this around with the 18 and it was still more comfortable. Very good carrying gun. Phenomenal in the hand. It feels better in the hand than the X Macro. Now, I think that I still shoot better with the X Macro, but it's because of how many rounds, just the sheer number of rounds that I've put down range with that gun and the training that I've done with it. So either way, if you're on the fence about picking this up for 100, 150 less than what you'd find those options for, I can totally recommend the gun. I believe 100% you'll like it as much as I do. Thanks so much for watching. Hit the thumbs up. Make sure that you subscribe. If you think you are, double check. YouTube just randomly will unsubscribe people because you know how they are. They be tripping, as they say. Again, I covet any support that you might could give. Thanks so much for watching. And as always, to God be the glory.